Hey everyone, how you doing today? My name's Eric. As always, I want to thank you for coming by to check out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to show you how to make slow cooker turkey breast. Now we just rolled into November and Thanksgiving is just around the corner. And if you're living by yourself, or maybe you have just your spouse, your girlfriend, maybe one other person, and you don't want to hassle with cooking an 18-20 pound bird, this is a great alternative. You can pick these up now. These are just the frozen turkey breasts, and usually that's the most, I guess, requested piece of meat when you go to eat a Thanksgiving dinner. I know my wife, she loves turkey breast. She doesn't like the dark meat that much. So this is a great alternative. And, you know, cooking it in the slow cooker, and I'll be completely honest, I've never tried this before, so you're going to see how it comes out. But I've seen a lot of people do it, and they're all really impressed with the results. So I got an onion, a lemon, some butter, I got some fresh rosemary, some thyme. I'm going to make a really easy, simple turkey rub. We're going to stick it in the slow cooker, let it cook all day. Of course, I'm going to monitor the internal temperature because I don't want to dry it out. And then, yeah, I'm going to end up broiling it in the broiler just to get the skin crispy when we're all done. And we're going to have a delicious turkey dinner tonight. So stick around, guys. I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. Let's get cooking. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to show you is how to make this simple turkey rub with only 6 dry ingredients, which you probably already have in your kitchen. We're going to start with 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning. Just get a little mixing bowl. Next, we're going to start with 2 teaspoons of regular old salt. Need the salt, of course. We have 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder. We have 1.5 teaspoons of onion powder. We have 1 teaspoon of paprika. And then last but not least, 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. That's it. We're going to mix this together, and this is what we're going to rub the turkey breast with. So just keep mixing it till you get all the ingredients mixed well, everything incorporated. And next I'll get the turkey breast out of the package and we'll get ready to throw it into the slow cooker. But basically, there's your rub. Alright, be back in a second, guys. Alright, so this is how you want to set up your slow cooker. You want to put a couple slices of onion on the bottom like I have here, and a couple lemon slices. And then to that, we're going to add just a couple fresh, what do they call these, sprigs of rosemary, and a couple fresh sprigs of thyme. Now, if you don't have the fresh stuff, you can use the powder, you know, better than nothing. Just want to add a little flavor to this. Okay, just like that. Let's get the turkey ready. All right, so these are the ingredients we need as we're going to put the turkey in the slow cooker. There's the seasoning we made. I have a few more things of fresh rosemary, fresh thyme, and 4 tablespoons of butter. All right, let's get everything assembled. I mean, this couldn't be easier. All right, so now we're going to take our turkey breast and put it on top. I think this is around a 6-pound turkey breast I got. You're probably going to have to lay it on the side like I am doing here, just because you want to make sure and confirm this, that the lid fits on there. I mean, that's the most important thing. So what I'm going to do now, so I'm going to turn it up straight up, and what I'm going to do now with these tablespoons of butter is I'm going to try to put them piece by piece, I can turn it this way so you guys can see, underneath the skin. And this can be easier said than done. So what you're going to do is you're going to work your fingers underneath like this to kind of lift up the skin. And you want to lift it up a little bit on both sides. This is going to help get that butter to melt and keep that skin nice and juicy. You're going to come up from the top as well. And just kind of try to separate that skin like so. And then what we're going to do is you're going to take one of the tablespoons of butter. You can see it how it's sitting in there like that, see? So we'll put 2 on the top end, and then we'll do 2 kind of on the bottom end here, like so. Alright guys, see that? Alright, let me go wash my hands real good because you're dealing with poultry, and I'll be back in a second. We'll apply the seasoning. Alright, so now I have my seasoning here, and we're just going to apply this. Actually, what I'm going to do here that I actually completely forgot about, give me 1 second. One thing I forgot is to apply a little bit of oil. So I just have this canola oil spray. You can use olive oil, and I'm just going to spray this. This kind of is just going to help the seasoning stick. Alright, so we're just going to sprinkle this seasoning on all sides, like so. Let me flip it over here. We'll give it another quick spray. Okay. I'm going to flip it around real quick too. Give it a quick spray inside. Do a little seasoning inside the cavity. Other side. See, I'm getting all that fresh herbs that are sticking a little bit. Okay, and now the last thing I'm going to do, which isn't really a necessity, I'm going to put a wireless meat thermometer in the turkey. Turkey breast is done at 165. My only concern about cooking a turkey breast from start to finish in the slow cooker is it's going to be really hard to not overcook it unless you're monitoring the temperature. So if you have a wireless thermometer, I would highly recommend to use one. Okay, I'll flip that around again. I'll flip that around to the top part. Trying just to use one hand to turn it and one hand to season. I want to get that seasoning on all sides. Okay, that's just about it. Let me just sprinkle. Alright, there we go. Let me go grab my wireless meat thermometer. Be back in a second, guys. Alright, guys, so what I'm using is my Chef's Temp 2 Plus wireless meat thermometer. I did a review on this. I'll leave a link below. This is by far my favorite wireless meat thermometer, and I've tried a few. So we're going to stick it into the turkey breast here. Let's just kind of go right in here, and you got to stick it in deep in the meat here, like so. And now I'm going to turn this on its side, like so. And then for good measure, I'm going to put a couple more of the fresh herbs on top. Just trying to want to get some of that flavor into the turkey. Okay. We'll put the cover on it. Let me go get my phone and we'll get this cook ready to go. Alright guys, so I just started the slow cooker on low. Now you can cook this low, it's telling me 6 to 8 hours, or high 3 to 4. It's 11:30 in the morning. I might turn it up to high depending on how it's coming along, but this is going to be for dinner, so we'll just play it by ear. That's why you really want to have a meat thermometer if you have one. So here's the app for Chef's Temp. Let's set up the cook. Let's see, poultry, turkey, breast. It's saying 162. I'll keep it at 162. That sounds reasonable. It's going to be a little bit of carryover. Okay, and start cook. As simple as that. So the cool thing about this, I gotta go outside and rake some leaves. I'll keep my phone on me. It'll beep an alarm when it gets 5 degrees away from that 162. I also can look at the base unit here. Right now it's showing the turkey internal temperature is 41 and the ambient temperature, meaning the temperature inside the slow cooker, is 59. I literally just turned that on and I rinsed it out, you know, before I put the turkey in there, so that sounds right. There we go, guys. Now comes, I guess, the hard part. We just gotta wait. Let the slow cooker do its thing. We'll be back in a couple hours. We'll see how it's doing. Hey guys, we're at 2.5 hours. The turkey's at 149. It's showing the inside of the slow cooker's 198. So this is cooking a little bit faster. It is on low. So 149. Let's just take a look here and see. Normally, I don't recommend taking the cover off the slow cooker. Whoops, let me turn this around. I just want to turn my viewfinder around. So normally I don't take the cover off my slow cooker, but I just want to do some independent temperature readings. 150 degrees now it just clicked up to. So let's see what it actually is with the instant read. Okay. Oh, it smells wonderful. Alright, 150 degrees. Let's just go in here. 155. 145. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over because there is some liquid from that butter and everything. I just want it evenly cooked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take rosemary and thyme off. And let me see the best way for me to do this. I'm trying to go in this. Easier said than done. Okay, there we go. Woo. Alright, there we go. I just wanted to flip that over. 145. 159. So you know what? It's going to be a little inconsistent. We'll let it go. 151. Like I said, we're at 2.5 hours. They said on low it should take 3 to 6. Or no, 6 to 8. This is not going to take, no way it's going to take 8 hours. 8 hours would really dry this thing out. So, you know what? I just got done raking a lot of leaves. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Time for a beer. I'll meet you guys downstairs for a beer. Hi guys. Like I said, I'm ready for a beer after raking all those leaves. I'm having something from Sierra Nevada. This is called Atomic Torpedo Imperial IPA. I love these 19.2 fluid ounces, just over a pint, 9.2% alcohol. Sierra Nevada, they're located in Chico, California, or Mills River, North Carolina. This is my daughter, Ava Grace.
Hello.
She's joining me today. She's having something, another Kool-Aid Jammies. This is called Cherry. You don't think you've had this one before?
I don't think I've ever had that one before. Probably, maybe I have.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think you've had fruit punch. I think you've had a couple, but I don't remember cherry. Now I already know the answer, but I'll ask anyway. Do you need help with the straw?
No.
No, of course not. She's very independent. All right. Are you sure?
I don't need help with the straw.
Okay, just checking. So, I tried Sierra Nevada. It was another IPA. I can't remember what the name is, so forgive me. Within the last couple videos. And it was like maybe 6%. So it was also some kind of Imperial IPA. So this must be the really powerful one. The Imperial Atomic Torpedo IPA. So, alright. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Now you know not to squeeze it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. As always, guys, I appreciate you stopping by watching my video. Cheers. Cheers to our viewers. Let's give it a sip and we'll tell them what we think, okay? Ooh, okay, yeah. A lot of hoppiness, but Initially, all I could taste was fruit, like tangerine and orange. There's definitely a little bit of hot bitterness in the beginning, but it's totally overpowered by the fruitfulness. This one's a little bit on the fruity side, which is good for a 9.2% alcohol. It doesn't taste 9.2%. It's very, very good. All right, what do you think? Cherry. You normally don't drink cherry stuff, do you?
I do sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
So, this is very sweet. So I'd say it's also artificially flavored, so, but it's still really good. And I think I love how it's like, I love how like, this is something that you don't want to be drinking a lot because of how sweet it is, but it's really good to have.
Okay. Out of all the Kool-Aid jammers that you had, would this be your favorite, or?
I don't really remember how the other ones were, but yeah, I think I really like this one.
All right, well there you go, guys. And I would definitely recommend this Sierra Nevada Atomic Torpedo Imperial IPA if you can come across it. I'm going to enjoy this beer. I'll wait till my alarm goes off, and we'll go check on that turkey breast. In the meantime, cheers. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, it just went off. It says it's 162 degrees. Let's take a look here. Now, it's been 5 hours, but at around 3.5 hours, I was getting up to around the 158 range. I turned it off low to keep warm because I wasn't quite ready for dinner yet. So my slow cooker is cooking way faster than the 6 to 8 hours, even on low. If I kept it on low, it probably would have been done in around 3.5 hours. So I kind of stretched that out by changing the temperature. But okay, 162. Let's take a look now and see where we are temperature wise. Just kind of tilt it up a little bit so you guys can see. So 162. Okay, 167. There we go, 162. 166. I hit a bone there. Oh. So this is done. And that's why I wanted to kind of put a temperature probe in it. I don't want to overcook it and risk it drying out. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to carefully remove it. I'm going to put it in a pan. I'm going to cover it with some foil. And I'm just going to let it calm down a little bit for around 15-20 minutes before I put it in a broiler. In the meantime, I'm going to hit my broiler and my stove to high. This, I thought the skin fell off, but the skin is still on here. It's just pale because it's been sitting in the slow cooker. So we're going to crisp that up and make it look better. So that's what I'll do. I'll be back in a second, guys. All right, I've had it covered here for a little bit. I just want to show you guys. There we go. Not the most appealing thing right now because the skin isn't crisped up. So I'm going to, oh, it's still warm. I pull this up. Oh. I'll pull out the thermometer, the instant, my wireless, and I'm going to go ahead, heat up the oven to broil, and we'll put this in the broiler for a few minutes, crisp up the skin. Be back in a minute. All right, here we are, out of the oven, out of the broiler. I did try to crisp up the skin on both sides. Here it is standing up. I'm just going to, whoops, it's a little warm. Just going to push it on the side to show you here. There's the cavity, but boy, it smells great. I'm just going to cover it with foil for a little bit, let it kind of cool down, and we'll slice it up. Be back in a minute. All right, it's been covered here for around 10 minutes. Let's take a look. So, carving it's going to be interesting here. I'm going to try, I've got some gloves on. I think the easiest thing for me to do, just like I'm doing a rotisserie chicken, I'm going to go down the bone on the top. I'm using my big brisket knife. You see, I'm hitting the bone there. All right. There's the skin. There's the inside. Ooh, that skin is nice and crispy. Let's just kind of put that like that. Slice some pieces here. My dog is going crazy. Let's take a middle piece here. There you go, guys. Steaming hot. All right. Got a little piece here. Give that a shot. Oh, that's good. All right. Wow. Very good. Very moist. And a lot easier than cooking the whole turkey. Welcome back, guys. I sliced some up. I'm gonna give it a sample here. My dog is going crazy. Dixie, stop. Very good. And definitely a better, quicker alternative than cooking a whole turkey. You can also cook these things in the oven, or normally I would do it on the smoker, but I thought I'd try something a little different. Monica made some mashed potatoes. We got some stuffing. It's going to be absolutely a delicious kind of pre-Thanksgiving meal, getting ready for the real thing coming up in a couple weeks. And if you guys looking for an easy way to cook a Thanksgiving dinner without having a whole turkey, get one of these turkey breasts. They're on sale. Make sure you don't skip the step of broiling it in the oven to crisp up that skin. As always, guys, I appreciate you stopping by and watching the video. If you like it, please hit the like button. And a little logo on the bottom of the screen looks like this on my shirt. That allows you to subscribe to my channel. Please do that because it really helps my channel grow. And I'll leave a link above and below to my website, ericsmokingbbq.com. That's where I feature all my videos, recipes, photos, the whole bit. So please go check that out as well. As always, guys, I appreciate you stopping by. We'll see you next time.